Hello, magical people. Welcome back to the Daily Astro Show here on the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. Happy full moon in Sagittarius. It's our annual full moon in Sagittarius happening today, June 11th. Thank you all so much for joining me. We're going to get into our Western astrological horoscope for today, going into Thursday, June 12th as well. So thank you all so much for joining me, Ozark Refugee. Oh, the comments look different. Holy guacamole. That's a big comment. Okay, there's been some change to StreamYard over here. Ozark Refugee, I love your username. You say the strawberry full moon looked more like smoked cheddar cheese. Interesting. I haven't had a chance yet to go sit with the full moon. I'm definitely going to be doing that this evening. Looking forward to it. So before we get into the astrology, everyone, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the Meg Moonbeam and Beyond Mystic channels. And if you'd like to have a personal astrology reading with me, those are available over at consultations.beyondmystic.net. The link is in the description box below. And also, Ascension Organites, Carla over at Ascension Organites has Father's Day giveaway sale happening, valid until June 15th. The winners are going to be announced June 17th, and you can use code Father's Day for 25% off ascensionorganites.com. All the organites, the shungite, the amazing stuff. Go check that out. So we are here. Woo! I want to hear from you guys first and foremost in the comments. How are we feeling? How is everybody doing on this full moon? Her Miller says, happy full moon, lucky ducky moon. Yes, indeed it is. Yes, happy full moon. Denise, love your hair. Beautiful red hair. And Margie, hello, Margie. Nice to see you. This one for me personally, I've got it. It's very intensely aspecting my North Node and my Chiron in my 8th house. And oh my goodness, you guys, I've been really having to keep my cool. I've been having a lot of weird projections coming my way, comments, messages, emails, people really into their beliefs and triggered by others' beliefs, which is funny because Sagittarius rules our beliefs, of course. So I've been noticing that, while also at the same time feeling really inspired about the future and really inspired about continuing the process of letting go of what no longer serves. Of course, full moons are always about letting go and release. Oh, we've got Carla here. Hi, Carla. You say, hi, beautiful Meg. Been feeling intense. A lot of family drama coming to the surface. Ooh, okay, yeah. So I'm so happy. I'm sorry to hear about that, Carla. That can definitely be something that we're experiencing at this time. And with this full moon, many of you guys have already heard me say before that Jupiter is now in Cancer as of June 9th, which is a very lucky ducky transit. Jupiter in his exalted position of Cancer. And Cancer, Carla and everybody, rules home and family matters. But it's interesting that as soon as Jupiter is now in Cancer, as of just a couple of days ago, Jupiter is in a square to Saturn and Neptune. So we're starting this Jupiter Cancer transit with a square to Granddaddy Saturn, okay, which is about heaviness, reality checks. It's a square, it's an adverse aspect. So there can definitely be the first few weeks of this Jupiter and Cancer transit until the beginning of July, when that Jupiter square Saturn is really off from being very strong. Family matters coming to the surface, reality checks about family matters or homes or properties or anything Cancer related in life. So that can be really highlighted with this full moon as well. Jody, hi Jody, says, having trouble keeping track of what day and date it is. Everything is weird. I totally am feeling the same way. And Ozark Refugee also says, Mars square Uranus making people crazy. Yes, I'm going to talk about that more in depth on Friday's Daily Astro Show, because as you're saying, Ozark, we're going to have exact Mars square Uranus, excuse me, on Saturday. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Let me double check here. Actually, no, it's Sunday. Yeah, on Sunday. So, yeah, people can be acting really weird, really easily triggered with that Mars square Uranus, with it being a full moon in Sag at a Scorpio degree. I'm going to give this energy right now, honestly, a 10 out of 10. Okay. I'm going to give this full moon a 10 out of 10. The whole next week, a 10 out of 10. Not only is it very intense astrology, but it's also solar flares that we've got going on. Have you guys been hearing about the solar flares? Let's see what's going on with that because I haven't kept up to date with that yet today. Let me know in the comments, you guys, what's your favorite way to keep up with the solar flares and all that stuff? Because I I'm not plugged into that yet, but I've been hearing rumblings from other people saying that. So let's just see what's on X. Uh latest. Okay, there's just a lot of comments, but yeah, let me know in the comments, you guys, if you're more knowledgeable about me. Arctos99 spaceweather.com. Thank you for that. Yeah, I think I've seen that one before. Woo! Yeah, and the Schumann resonance as well. Stefan Burns on YouTube. Thank you, Diana. Yeah, somebody told me about that recently. I think in the coffee and chats. Stefan Burns YouTube. So, yeah, I'll have to see what he's saying about that. Schumann resonance is going off. The solar flares are going off. The astrology is going off. Carla says, LOL, we've been busy keeping up with the astrology. Yeah, there's so much to keep up with the astrology. The sun is very intense right now for sure. So yeah, with this full moon in Sagittarius, that is exact today. And we are also within the portal of it for the next 3 days. Remember, the 3 days before and after a full moon, we are within its portal. This is a very powerful releasing time, cleansing time, illumination time of higher truths. Okay, Sagittarius is the sign in astrology that rules the higher truths. Gemini, the opposite sign of Sagittarius, right? And we're in Gemini season, is the day-to-day truths and facts and information. And we've been in this Jupiter and Gemini transit. Hello, Sunny. Sunny's in the chat. We've been in this Jupiter and Gemini transit for the past year. There's been a lot of information, facts, but we haven't gotten a lot of the higher truths and clarity coming forward. That's something that we can get. And I'm hearing the universe say that this full moon can actually, for many of us, bring clarity in our life's purpose, clarity in our life's path, in what's holding us back. It's very apparent, universe is saying with this full moon, what is holding your energy down? Okay. And there can be reality checks about that. Saturn conjunct Neptune, right? We've also got exact on the day of this full moon, Mercury in a sextile to Venus. Mercury conjunct Jupiter, very positive. 4 degrees of Cancer in a sextile, positive aspect to Venus. It's interesting because there are very intense aspects with this full moon. Saturn, Neptune conjunct, Venus square Pluto, Jupiter square Saturn, Jupiter square Neptune. But then at the same time, we've got Mercury sextile Venus exact. We've got Jupiter and the moon in a mutual reception. We've got Mars trine Chiron exact as well. So there can be shadow work coming to the surface. Yeah, Irma is also saying this stuff, been dealing with the family issues coming to the surface, issues around what's holding us back from our higher truths, from our higher purpose. I think if you make time with this full moon for meditation, for prayer, for really being in the present moment and receiving wisdom for your higher self, you're going to receive some very profound truths today. And also paying attention to the signs and synchronicities around as well. When we get into Thursday, June 12th, we're still in the portal of the full moon, but the moon will be moved into Capricorn, her detriment sign. Okay, so and I've got my moon in Capricorn, so I know all about that. Uncomfortable position, so, like, we're emotionally with the dispositor of the full moon, Jupiter in Cancer at 0 degrees critical degree. There can be a lot of emotions, nostalgia, feelings from the past coming up, crying out of nowhere, highly, highly sensitive in our emotions and our mental state and spiritually with this full moon. But then when we get into Thursday, Friday with the moon in Capricorn, um, we can be feeling a little bit challenged with processing some of those emotions that are coming up. We can be thinking about the future and our long-term goals and our work, and those areas of life can be really highlighted as well. Um, Margie in the chat says, I loved your show with the Shala as above, so below. Cards for my Gemini and Pisces placements had the Nine of Pentacles and the Gold Star. That's awesome. Yeah, we did. We had a nice show, the as above, so below with the Shala. I always love to do that on Tuesday nights. So yeah, guys, just to be clear, 10 out of 10 on the astrological Richter scale today, going tomorrow. And then when we get into the weekend, oh my God, Mars square Uranus on the same day as exact Jupiter square Saturn. On the day that there's going to be, what's this thing called? These protests happening on Saturday. Have you guys heard about that? Let me bring this up because I hadn't heard about that yet until today. The no kings protests. So that's going to be on Saturday on President Trump's birthday, on the exact day of Mars square Uranus and Jupiter square Saturn. Let's definitely send prayers and positive energy for this. Sorry, you guys, I got disconnected. Can you give me a 5x5? Can anybody give me a 5x5 in the chat? Sorry about that. There's been something wonky going on. I'm going to turn my camera off. Oh. Okay, thank you, Carla. Yeah, so I was just about to say, I don't mean to be negative. Okay, just but being honest astrologically, that this is one of the most intense weekends of the year, and these protests, hopefully they just happen and fly by, and there's nothing really intense. But with the Mars square Uranus, Jupiter square Saturn, I think these are actually going to be quite intense. Yeah, and there's something else I want to say, but I don't even really want to put that out there. So yeah. Could go into a place where I'll just say something maybe needs to be enacted. If you guys catch my drift. That's very general, but yeah, it's going to be a very intense weekend. Not a good weekend for being in crowds. Not a good weekend for going into a city. If you're in the States. Okay, so I hate to sound like a negative Nancy. Okay, but please be mindful this weekend where you go, who you're around, what you're doing. And I don't think, let me be very clear. Okay. Somebody just put it in the comments there. So yeah, you guys can see what I'm saying. Even if that were to happen, I don't see that lasting very long into the long term, and I'm not concerned about it. It is definitely an astrological potential, and just being honest with you guys. Okay, so that's going to be very intense. Be very mindful this weekend. Yeah, on President Trump's birthday. Wild. Okay, let's also pull some tarot cards for Wednesday, Thursday, this full moon right now. Sorry, you guys, I'm dropping everything. There's technical issues. Okay. Yeah, I hear Spirit saying, calm, calm. The more that we're calm, the more that we process the energy and we don't feed unnecessary conflict, that's going to help the energy of this weekend, the energy of moving forward in the rest of June. So, yeah. And I've been saying this over and over lately, make your self-care a priority, right? This is, and I'm getting chills when I say this. This full moon, it's very much about ourself, our boundaries with the Saturn-Neptune conjunction in Aries, like let go. And I've definitely been challenged with this in my personal life with some people close to me, particularly family and stuff like that, like letting go of the projections and what's not mine, right? Let go of what's not yours from other people, from family, Jupiter and Cancer square Saturn. You don't need to save anybody. Okay. It's like we're letting go of the overall heaviness, but we're also letting go of family heaviness, ancestral heaviness. Wow, these are interesting cards. Yeah. This is the bonus card. This is our bonus card. The energy is very volatile. People are pissed. And it's funny, that's really interesting. Universe is saying the people that are pissed that you're literally seeing that like this on the screens, freaking the fuck out and, you know, looting and going crazy, they actually aren't even conscious of why they're pissed. They think it's for certain reasons, Spirit is saying, but it's actually for something completely different, which is because they've totally given their power away. So actually, Spirit's saying the more you see somebody like this or a group of people like this, the more disconnected they are. And I'm not trying to shame anybody. I'm not trying to make fun of everybody, just saying the more disconnected they actually are from their mind, body, spirit connection. What's really going on, that might sound mean for me to say, but I'm just getting that very strong. So if you're seeing people in that energy, observe, don't absorb, disconnect from that, send them love. They think they're angry for this Sagittarian cause or belief, but it's actually a anger for something completely different they're not even conscious of. Woo! We've got the Fool. So we're going into this moon, we're the Fool. Be open to change, spread your wings and fly. Keywords, anticipation, wonder, curiosity, awe, new journey. It's a total new beginning. Let go of the heaviness. Let go. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. What are we being like the Four of Pentacles, dude? This is mine. This is the way this needs to go. I'm holding on to my pentacles. Right? Let go. The more you let go of the heaviness and what holds you back from being your higher self embodied, the more lucky this will be, because this is a lucky full moon. It is Sagittarius. Eight of Pentacles. What we do now, what we put our energy into now really goes forward into the future. Anything else? It feels like a lot. It's like a lot of, yeah, it's just a lot. And remembering to be easy on yourself. Okay, everybody? Be easy on yourself. Whoo, Page of Cups. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Yeah. We're feeling really emotional and sensitive. Jupiter in Cancer now, square Saturn. Let yourself cry. Let yourself process the emotions that are coming up. Let go of the stagnation and be open to the luck and the positivity of this new journey. Woo! It's a lot, you guys. Before we finish up here, I also want to share that Janine and I are going to be doing this opening psychic senses workshop on, I think it's Sunday, June 24th at 4, is it 4 p.m. Eastern? Yeah, I think it's 4 p.m. Eastern. And this is going to be part 3 of Unlocking the Secrets of Your Natural Psychic Abilities. You can go check that out at Beyond Mystic Academy. And you can use the 10% discount code opening10, all in one word, at the moment for a discount. So we're so excited. We've been enjoying doing that workshop series. And also in just a few minutes here on the Beyond Mystic channels, I don't think it's here on the schedule, but I think I saw correctly that JC is going to be live for, what's it called? Oh my God, I'm having a brain fart. What the show is called. Beyond the Vault with Andy. So that's going to be live in 2 minutes on the Beyond Mystic channel. Also today, Jens will be live at 5 p.m. for Expanding Consciousness. Wednesday is a jam-packed day on Beyond Mystic, you guys. 6 p.m., Sunny and I will be live for our second episode of Beyond Crystals, Crystals for the Astro Signs. We're going to talk about best crystals, what we recommend for the Earth signs. And then, of course, 8 p.m. is the Insider Access Pass Beyond the News. So yeah, looking forward to the crystal show. Thank you all so much for joining me. It's intense energies out there. Please take care. We're going to get through this. And I'll see you all later. Love you. Bye.